Hi, today I'm going to read the story The Napping House. We've read this one before, it's one of our favorites. It's written by Audrey Wood and illustrated by Don Wood. And if you look at the cover, what do you see? I see an old lady, a boy, a dog, and where are they laying? On a bed. So where do you think this is taking place? In what room of the house? The bathroom? I hope not. The kitchen? I don't have a bed in my kitchen. Do you? Probably the bedroom. Let's look at the back. On the back cover, it says Don and Audrey Wood. So this is Don, the person that wrote. This is Don, and he is the one that illustrated the pictures, and Audrey is the one that wrote the story. So they were married. They worked together to write and draw this book. Okay, are we ready? The Napping House by Audrey Wood, illustration by Don Wood. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. Oh, what kind of evening does it look like? There's some rain. It's very hard to tell, but if you look closely, there's some rain falling. And there's the house. You notice the shades on the second story of the house? They're open just a tiny bit. It almost looks like two eyes. This almost looks like a nose, and this looks kind of like a mouth to me. It kind of looks like a face. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. I bet y'all like to get all nice and cozy in your bed. And look, there's a lady asleep on the bed, and here's the child, the young boy, asleep on a chair. And if you look at the window, you can see the rain falling. I think that's a cat curled up in his bed. And I wonder what this is. And in that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. What do you notice about the little boy? He's walking, he has his blankie, and the old lady is now asleep on her back. And look, she is so tall that her feet don't even hang off the bed. See that? Where do you think he's gonna go? And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, and a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So look at Granny, and the little boy put a pillow on top of Granny, and he's asleep. Oh, what do you notice here? A dog, and the dog is stretching and yawning probably. I wonder what he's gonna do. Or she, could be a girl. And let's skip the page. There we go. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog, and a dreaming child, dozing, that means falling asleep. And a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So the granny, the boy, look, now the boy, his head is in a different direction, and there is a dog. The dog looks super comfy, laying on his back, and his belly up. And now you see the cat is stretching and yawning. I wonder where the cat's gonna go. And on that dog, there is a cat. A snoring cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So two people, a dog and a cat. Boy, poor Granny. Does she look comfortable? She doesn't look very comfortable. What do you notice about the bed? It keeps going down, sinking. Let's see. And on that cat, there is a mouse. Ooh, I didn't even notice a mouse before. There is a mouse, super tiny. A slumbering mouse, on a snoring cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. So 2 people, a dog, a cat, and a mouse. So 2 and 3 animals. 2 plus 3 is 5. It's still raining outside. Oh boy, look at this picture. Wow. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Ooh. Can it be? I awakened flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoring cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring grandma, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. The flea is so tiny that we can't even see it. I wouldn't want a flea. They would make me itch. They're not good for us. They're not good for pets either. I mean, for pets, you're right. So Granny, the young child, the dog, the cat, a mouse, and a flea. Six in a bed. Awakened flea who bites the mouse. Ooh, they do bite. It makes you itch. So there's the mouse. I think he screamed and jumped up because he didn't like the bites. Let's see what's going to happen now that mouse is up in the air. Who scared the cat? Yikes! Look at that cat. He's super scared. Look at those eyes. Who claws the dog? Ooh, see that, his claws? Got scratched the dog. Oh, that dog's hurt. Who thumps the child? So hits the child by accident. He goes flying up in the air, and look at his face. He looks super surprised. There's Granny though, still asleep. Who bumps the granny? Oh, the boy fell on the grandma. Look at that. Now they're both up in the air. The dog is over here on the air. The cat, the water bowl is up in the air. The mirror's moved. Let's see. Who breaks the bed? Oh my goodness, Granny broke the bed when she landed. And look at the boy, he's flying up in the air. Look at his face. How do you think he feels? I don't think he's scared anymore. He looks pretty what? Happy, excited. Look at Granny, she doesn't seem upset either. She looks pretty happy. Look at the outside. Is it still raining? No, what do you notice? Some beautiful flowers out there, and it's not nighttime anymore. It's daytime. And sometimes after the rain, what do we see in the sky? A rainbow. I remember when we were on Playground 4, we saw a rainbow after the rain. In the napping house where no one now is sleeping. The end.